Right now, Senate candidates square off. A recap of last night's debate.
A controversial new policy for Green Bay Catholic schools on what pronouns their students should be using.
Here comes more heat. How hot we'll get and what the heat index could mean for you.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. We began this half hour with Campaign 2022. 5 Democratic candidates for U.S. Senate met last night at Marquette University for debate.
Shane Hogan joining us this morning with the breakdown. His News 3 Now this morning premiere. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning, you guys. Yeah, let's start with first who participated in the debate last night. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski, Milwaukee Bucks Executive Alex Lasry, Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson, and Millennial Action Project founder and former CEO Stephen Olakara. The 5 candidates answered questions on a wide range of topics, including inflation, abortion, crime, and the environment, and they also each focused on the Republican opponent, Senator Ron Johnson.
Our statutes need to be updated to reflect the realities that so many of our youth are experiencing in schools across the country, and they need to be protected from adults who act like children in legislative bodies all across this country.
I wasn't the only one talking about reproductive rights because for me, this is not an afterthought. If Wisconsin wants to restore its women's right to choose, they'll send the woman who will get the job done and defeat Ron Johnson in 2022 this November.
Most of our solar panels and wind turbines and electric car batteries are manufactured overseas. We've got to make sure that we're incentivizing to bring those manufacturing jobs back here. We've got to invest in workforce training to ensure that we can be building those things here and make sure that Wisconsin becomes the leader and innovator in new types of green manufacturing.
What I support unequivocally, I support red flag laws, I support expanding background checks, I support a ban on assault weapons, waiting periods, whatever it takes to keep our families safe, because I will never, ever, ever compromise on the safety of my community and certainly not my family.
The political industrial complex is much more interested in your dollar than it's interested in your human rights. And that's why I'm running to change the system here. You have to talk about money, the primary system, and other issues if you're going to talk about how you build that consensus. I strongly believe if you're not talking about changing the system, you're wasting people's time.
The primary election among the Democratic candidates for Wisconsin's U.S. Senate seat is scheduled for August 9th, and the winner will face off against Ron Johnson November 8th in the general election. Now, the Republican National Convention offered a response following the debate last night. In a statement, RNC spokesperson Rachel Reisner said, quote, Wisconsin Democrats not only embraced Joe Biden's radical agenda that led to rampant inflation, a looming recession, and a war on American energy, but ensured that Ron Johnson would serve another term in the U.S. Senate.
Shane Hogan reporting for us this morning. Thank you very much, Shane. We have more coverage online over on channel3000.com of last night's debate. Meanwhile, new numbers show Senator Johnson raising more money for his 2022 campaign than all Democratic candidates combined.
According to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, Johnson collected $7 million in donations during the second quarter. Together, the top 4 Democrats took in $3.7 million. Alex Lasry did loan his campaign $6.5 million of his own money. He brought in $520,000 in outside donations. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes collected $2.1 million in donations. State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski raised $900,000 and loaned her campaign $600,000. Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson collected $230,000 for his campaign.
A new policy for Green Bay's Catholic schools requires staff, parents, and students to be referred to by their biological sex, not their preferred pronouns. The policy also requires students to act like their biological sex. In a statement, the diocese asked families of young people who dress or act in ways contrary to, quote, God's plan, that they reach out to their priest or other Christian professionals for help. The diocese says the policy is to maintain church teachings. Not everyone has liked that answer. Youth advocates say it could lead to trauma.
Really, that is asking someone to uproot themselves from a community, from a school, from peers that they have maybe been connected to their entire life.
The policy also says students will participate in sports that are in line with their biological sex. It also bans puberty blocking or cross-sex hormones from each campus.
4 minutes after 6 now. Chris Reese is here to help you plan your day. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, we are helping you beat the heat. We're getting ready to see those temperatures increase as we go throughout the week. That being said, here are some of the things that you can do to plan ahead for that. It's the light clothing, the cool spots, limiting time outside if you need to, also doing any AC maintenance, but also drink the water, drink the Gatorade. You're going to need that as we go through the next couple of days. Today, your temperature is going to warm up towards 88 for your afternoon high, but with the humidity, it's going to feel even warmer, perhaps 98 is what things could feel like for us later on this afternoon. This is lunchtime. Feels like temperatures. The heat index are already into the low, maybe some mid-90s. And then as we move towards the afternoon, that's where you get more so the mid and the upper 90s in terms of what it's going to feel like this afternoon. Even the lake shore is not really here to bring a lot of relief. Even towards Milwaukee, it is going to feel quite hot. We'll cool down tonight, but tomorrow at lunchtime, we're already going to feel like the mid to upper 90s, and then tomorrow into the afternoon, it's the upper 90s and low 100s. So the heat index, that is going to be a factor that you will notice and you will feel as you step outdoors as we go throughout the rest of this week. Doppler track, overall, it's quiet for us right now. A lone thunderstorm to our north. Southern Wisconsin is all dry. We're watching a beautiful sunrise at this point. The temperature, it's 62 degrees. Not a lot of movement to the air, so the wind coming in at calm. Our dew point is on the rise, though, back up at 60. Earlier in the show, our dew points are into the 50s. We're seeing them increase into the 60s, and we will continue to see the dew points rise throughout today. Temperatures across southern Wisconsin, though, are into the 50s and 60s, and we will see all of these temperatures continue to increase. We'll top out at 88 today. Again, tomorrow, we'll top out into the lower 90s, but something else happens tomorrow. We begin to see at least a better shot at some showers or thunderstorms. This does mean tomorrow's more humid. This does mean tomorrow's going to feel worse than it does out there today. So keep that in mind. If you have to choose between what day do I want to use the pool, today or tomorrow, tomorrow's going to be the better day for that, but we do run the risk of some popcorn showers or thunderstorms tomorrow into the afternoon and evening. I am not super sold on that. I'm going to give you the better chance for thunderstorms at night. Wednesday, we're going to be at 85, but still 88 Thursday and Friday. More humid on Friday. A chance of thunderstorms does arrive Friday night, and that's where we're watching Saturday and Sunday for chances for some thunderstorms. Maybe even that lingers into Monday. We'll just have to watch that. Tuesday and Wednesday will be a bit cooler.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Well, it is a hot one to play some golf today, and we are just about a half an hour into an early morning fundraiser that gives back to kids in our area.
Oh, yeah, it's 100 holes for 100 years, and it's benefiting the First Tee of Wisconsin, an initiative we've been a proud supporter of for years here at News 3 Now. Joining us this morning to talk about it is Jeff Ellingson from the Edelweiss Chalet Country Club. Good morning again, Jeff. How's it going?
Good morning. A few holes in, so it's good. The back is still holding up, so that's positive.
So Jeff and his colleagues are hoping to hit 100 balls today.
100 holes?
100 holes. Excuse me. 100 holes. How's it going so far, Jeff?
That's good. Beautiful morning. I mean, it's just gorgeous with the fog and the sun and the pine trees and the dew on the ground. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning out here.
So for folks who might not have heard this earlier, what's the whole theory behind the 100 holes? There's a reason we're doing 100 today.
So the Wisconsin PGA is turning 100 years old this year, which is very, very exciting for us as PGA members throughout the state who manage golf courses. And in order to help celebrate and bring awareness to it, a bunch of golf professionals are playing 100 holes this season, whether it be one hole for 100 days or 10 holes for 10 days or 100 holes for one day like Brad Munn and I are today.
So who's up right now between you and Brad?
We're dead even right now.
Really?
Yeah, dead even. So it'll be a good battle. Yeah, it'll be a good battle all day.
Yeah, you gonna shoot under par today after 100 holes? What do you think?
No, I will not be under par. I will guarantee that. I hope that we make a few birdies and and have some fun and like I said, bring some awareness to the Wisconsin PGA turning 100.
Brad was talking about how his goal was to raise roughly $2,000 personally for the First Tee of South Central Wisconsin, but this is really a statewide fundraiser for charities, right? How much are you folks hoping to donate altogether?
2,000 Yeah, so I think our number is just over $40,000 so far, which is amazing. So if we can get a little bit more than that, that would be great. But every little bit helps for sure.
Well, we'll check back in with you in about 30 minutes. In the meantime, our viewers at home can go to our website. You can find links to how to donate. It goes for a great cause. First Tee not only helps youth on the golf course, but also, more importantly, off the golf course to help them become better human beings and to get a nice solid foundation underneath.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for your time. Get back out there. We'll check in with you shortly.
Thank you.
See you, Jeff.
Will do.
6:09 now. Josh Breiter is in the 6:08 up next, showing us a destination for train lovers of all ages.
A little bit later, Badger football players picking up some softball bats to support one of their young stars and do some good.
The LINX device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America is under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road this summer. The smart way to road trip and seek new adventures. Go a little farther this summer in a new Chevy. Find new get up and go, find new roads. Qualified lessees can sign and drive this Equinox for around $340 a month. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees are extra. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
It's time to get away for a 2-hour vacation at the movies. The food on this flight is excellent.
Seems nowadays, wherever you call, everything's on back order. You can't get parts here, you can't get parts there, not here at Precision. We have thousands of parts, hundreds of doors to take care of your garage door problems right now.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Whether it's game day, movie night, or just a busy day, it's always time for Papa Murphy's. And now you can get any medium 2-topping pizza for just $6.99. That's right. The whole family can get exactly what they want any day of the week for any occasion. Any toppings, any sauce, only $6.99. Now that's meaty yum. If only everything else in life was like our deal. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from reflux, please join us for our upcoming seminar on the LINX device, a new and innovative treatment to stop reflux.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You are watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 this morning.
Got a real treat, something really cool in Argyle that you might want to check out. Josh Breiter takes us to a toy train barn museum with surprises for train lovers, young and old.
We are in the 608 this morning checking out the Toy Train Barn in Argyle this morning. A wonderful project that we are super excited to showcase for you. I want to bring in Buck and Jan Guthrie this morning. You know, you guys have been married for 43 years. This project is a 20-year project. You know, what all started this, Buck?
It's a dream. I wanted to build a museum with toy trains in it, and I started to collect this stuff when I was a kid and gather it up and put it together, and I was fortunate to be able to go ahead and do that. And then I got her.
Good wife.
And Jan, a lot of the stuff that we see in this room came from your house, I hear.
Yeah. Reuse, repurpose, and recycle.
You would come home and then something would just be missing from the kitchen.
Yep. Gone. Microwave, gone.
Do what you got to do.
You know, you said
it's self-sacrifice.
Yeah, you started this as a kid. You spent some time on the railroad, too.
Yeah, I worked for the railroad for quite a few years as a trainman and engineer conductor. But this is more fun.
So this has obviously developed over many, many years. You know, how did you get to where you are today?
There was a place in Pennsylvania called Roadside America. That's what started this. It was a place similar to this, and I was just a little guy, and I said, I want to do that. That's fun. I think that's really cool, and I started gathering up and collecting. One thing neat about this is I was a kid, and these were toys. So it was easy for me to collect them, because a lot of people around here didn't play with them. They played with tractors. They didn't play with trains. And then I would get a box given to me here, and well, that works. I want to build a museum. Then it was collect and gather, and that's just all we did.
Yep.
In our growing up. And then finally, this place. This farm, we grew up here. We got married here in this place. Well, it came up for sale, and I was able to buy the place back. It had been out of the family a long time. And we had gathered up enough stuff now to do our museum. We needed a place. And that's how the barn happened. Well, what else are you going to do with it? Let's turn it into a train museum. So that's where it's at now, and hopefully it's just going to keep growing right along.
So what is your favorite part? I know that's probably a tough question.
No, it's not really. It's you guys coming to see it. That's the favorite part, because that's what I started out to do. Other than that, the old wow factor, just to walk in and see it.
The smiles.
Listen to everybody go, wow. So that's what it's about.
And you guys are open for folks to come check it out?
During the summertime, we're open 10 to 4.
We close Mondays and Tuesdays, but every other day. Yep.
You got it.
Something for everyone to be able to enjoy and check out. We're in the 608 this morning. Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
So cool.
That's really neat.
Oh, what a cool couple, too. A couple goals. You know, to do something you love, to fulfill your dream. That's inspiring.
I love that she was like, yeah, every once in a while something disappears from our kitchen.
Like the microwave, uses
Shows
the
up in the
microwave.
museum. It's really neat. Really neat. You can find the toy train barn off State Highway 81 in Argyle.
And don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. The inaugural Braylon Allen charity softball game was over the weekend in his hometown of Fond du Lac. The Badger running back brought out the football team to compete in a home run derby and go head-to-head in a clash of offense and defense for the softball game. Fans came out in full force for an opportunity to snag a couple of pictures, get some autographs, and catch some stray foul balls from their favorite Badgers. As for Allen, the opportunity to use his platform to positively impact his community, like his role models before him, was something he's always hoped to be able to do.
They see me, you know, with a helmet and shoulder pads on and, you know, screaming and you know, all serious. So just to be out here and, you know, get to interact with the fans, you know, sign autographs, take pictures, stuff like that. It's always cool to just be able to have those interactions. It's, you know, honestly a dream come true. You know, you see a bunch of professionals and, you know, celebrities put on stuff like this. So to be able to do it, especially in my hometown with my team, is awesome.
Allen wants to make it an annual event. Funds from the game benefit the United Way and the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame.
Worthy cause. 6:17, Chris Reese here now with your first warn weather. Your certified most accurate. Chris, what's on Doppler track?
We are tracking at least a stray thunderstorm across parts of northern Wisconsin early on this morning, but outside of that, the rest of us, we will stay dry today. High-resolution radar giving southern Wisconsin a complete clean sweep as you are waking up and headed out the door. Get ready for that sunshine, folks. Today is going to be another great day. I know it's Monday, but it's going to be a good day. Here's the sun rising above the horizon. Our temperature is at 62 right now. Dew points are increasing as well. So our dew points are now into the 60s as you begin to wake up and head out the door. Looking ahead, though, temperatures do warm up. By lunchtime, we're going to be into the mid-80s. So we're going to be talking about adding 21 degrees to our temperature is now between now and noon. But that's not it. We will continue to get even warmer today. It's a live look at Platteville, by the way. Beautiful skies there. 88 is where I expect our temperatures to top out later on this afternoon. Tomorrow, we add to that. I do expect more 90s tomorrow. Most of this week, some good news, fairly dry for us. Most of your shower and thunderstorm chances this week will be to our north, but I'm paying attention to Friday night into Saturday. The placement within the models is going to vary between now and then, but that's where we're going to see our better shots for some showers and thunderstorms around here, maybe some additional showers and thunderstorms sometime Saturday night and into parts of your Sunday as well. The question is all about how far south things end up being. But when you look at the rainfall totals between now and then, wherever gets the rain has a better shot at getting around an inch or two of rain this week. But the better odds of that do happen moving into the weekend. Some other good news for us. Dane County, most of our viewing area finally now out of drought conditions altogether, but Platteville, Darlington, you're still under the moderate drought. Same can be said as you work your way over towards Racine and Kenosha.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Coming up after the break, an epic water fight.
And ahead in our next half hour, a new report on the legitimacy of ballot boxes in the 2020 election.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
This is the 2022 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. Get the 2022 Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
Are you suffering from neuropathy? Do you experience stabbing pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet? Are you tired of sleepless nights and avoiding life due to pain? If you've been diagnosed with neuropathy or are experiencing pain or numbness in your feet, pick up the phone and call us right now before it's too late. Neuropathy is a very serious and progressive disease where your nerves start to break down. Eventually, it leads to balance problems, falls, complete loss of independence, and often amputation. Our program addresses the underlying causes and doesn't simply mask your symptoms with medication. In fact, many patients start experiencing relief from their neuropathy symptoms within weeks. There's no surgery and no use of prescription drugs. Pick up the phone right now and call the number on your screen to find out if you're a candidate for our neuropathy program that has changed thousands of lives. You don't have to spend another day suffering. Call us today and see if you qualify for the relief you deserve. Do not wait. Call now.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bare my skin. Yeah, that's on me. Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin. That's my new plan. Nothing is everyday. Achieve clearer skin with Skyrizi. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people had 90% clearer skin, even at 4 years. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. It's my moment, so I just gotta say, nothing is everyday.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Nothing is everyday. Now's the time to ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
I want to share my story so others can know that they are not alone.
When my mom and dad were first expecting, the pregnancy had complications and there was very little chance of survival. My mom's health was at risk too. She chose to end the pregnancy.
It was my decision, not some politicians.
Every woman should have the right to make her own decision. And I'll fight alongside you every step of the way until you do. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
This is the 2022 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. Get the 2022 Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
Welcome back. Take a peek at this stunner. Linda sent us this photo of ducks taking in the sunrise at Lake Koshkonong.
Beautiful.
What do you think, Chris Reese?
I absolutely love this shot.
Matches our outfit today.
It really does. Good choice.
The ducks planned well. So did Linda. Thank you very much, Linda. Thanks for sending this one in. Make sure you use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you snap these photos. We can find them on social media and share our favorites.
Trending this morning, thousands gathered in Madrid, Spain to cool off during their annual winter water fight festival.
Wisconsinites in the summer Take note of this.
Thinking of like winter snowball fights, this would be the opposite of that, I guess.
Exact
this is the opposite of that.
So a boat float moved through the streets of Madrid's Velázquez working-class neighborhood, spraying water on thousands of revelers. The temperature here reaching almost 104 degrees. The event started back in 1982 after a group of people decided to fight the heat. Looks like something we could use here in Wisconsin during our hot and humid summers.
Perfect week for it. This reminds me of 10-year-old Chris and how he would save up his lawn mowing money to go buy his Super Soaker water gun. And then just, you know, because, yeah, when you have those water fights in the neighborhood as a kid, you want the big guns,
Did
right?
you save that relic for your kids?
Oh, heck no, no. It's long since broke.
Back in my day, we had
that is one that water guns never last.
No, they don't.
They are so quick to break. That was always a thing.
Yeah, especially when you play with them as hard as I did.
Ooh, you know what I mean? Quite the sharpshooter, huh? Hey, we're going to need that aim because it's a hot week on tap.
It is very hot, but I'll tell you what, rather than use the water gun, if you can find a pool, just take a splash in that. 88 later on this afternoon. The dew points mean it's going to feel like the 90s this afternoon. Tomorrow, I expect us to make it into the 90s, so it's hot. Don't forget the sunscreen, by the way. And also, here's my friendly reminder that if your sunscreen expired last year, buy new sunscreen or else you're still going to get burned. It's not going to be anywhere near as effective. Downward track, we do have one lone shower that's across northern Wisconsin. I don't expect that to make it down south. We stay dry today, and we should stay dry overall for the next week, but we do at least have a small chance to see a shower or thunderstorm as you head out the door tomorrow. It is 62 right now, so not too shabby, but planning out the day, look for those temperatures warming up from the 60s again into those 80s with abundant sun.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Stick around, folks. More News 3 Now this morning coming up right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Outlaw. That's what can happen because of the Supreme Court, and Ron Johnson's with them. The Supreme Court's decision ended abortion services in Wisconsin, and Ron Johnson supported the decision, making it illegal in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. Doctors can be prosecuted. A woman's right to choose criminalized. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson's not for us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
At UltraDeck, we want you to spend less time working on your deck and more time enjoying it. Living the deck life, grilling with family, gathering with friends, laughing, playing, or just escaping the everyday. Because lemonade tastes sweeter outside. Burgers and brats are at their best straight off the grill. And time spent on a deck will always be time well spent. UltraDeck, live the deck life.
Save 11% on all UltraDeck.
Save big money at Menards.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
It's Make My Mondays at Hy-Vee. This Monday, get Hy-Vee whole chicken, only 79 cents a pound. Hy-Vee pasta, only 77 cents. Whole seedless watermelon, only $3.88. And Frito-Lay Santitas, only 99 cents. Monday only. And save even more during Red, White, and Fuel. Right now, save up to $7.83 per gallon with your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Plus Perks card. And visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
I'm Jeff Ropp with Elwyn Tree Farm, and this is my John Deere. We sell trees to the wholesale and the retail market both. I have never not known the Sloan family. You know, we've bought tractors from them for years and years. We broke a hydraulic coupler on a Saturday at about noon, and they didn't have the part in stock, so we ended up taking one off of another machine so that my machine would be running on Monday instead of figuring out what we're going to do on Monday morning. And that is why I think Sloan's first.
Hi, I'm Tom Nelson, Outagamie County Executive Candidate for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. Democrats like me, not from Madison or Milwaukee, have a whole different approach. We have a different touch, a different cast. Oh, we read good books. Not the biggest pocketbooks. I've won 6 times in Trump country by pulling for what matters. Jobs, Medicare for all, union rights, women's rights, a planet in crisis. I'll fight the extremism in Washington by pulling for all Wisconsin.
Right now, a local church banding together to help Ukrainians all the way from Wisconsin.
Also, a new report on the Uvalde school massacre, and it is critical of the massive law enforcement response.
From the high plains to the Gulf Coast, millions are about to sweat it out. What that means for us in Wisconsin.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. As the war in Ukraine continues, people all across the country continue to suffer.
That's why a group of local church members are using their musical talents to help raise money. Our Shane Hogan is in studio with more. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning, Leah. Yeah, members of several Madison area Presbyterian churches took one stage. At Covenant Presbyterian, they helped put a benefit concert on for the people of Ukraine, and there were many highlights of this concert, including an appearance from Ukrainian native Ivan Shmilo, who made the trip from Chicago to bring churchgoers a bit of his nation's tradition. It was an effort led by Covenant Presbyterian's music coordinator, Melissa Hins.
Music is a way that we can all come together and we can share this wonderful gift and also show our love and support.
Hins also says it's part of their role as Christians to show love to others in the world, especially those who are suffering. And earlier this year, the church also held a special offering for Ukraine where they raised $25,000. Proceeds from yesterday's concert will go to the Presbyterian Disaster Assistance Program in Ukraine and the nonprofit group Wisconsin Ukrainians.
Good to see those folks helping out. Shane Hogan, thanks a lot.
6:30 now. The CDC says monkeypox cases in the U.S. are on the rise, and top health officials say the outbreak needs to be taken more seriously. Worldwide, confirmed cases have surpassed 12,000. Officials say those real numbers are likely higher. Right now, the CDC says there are more than 1,800 confirmed cases in the U.S., including some in Wisconsin. Health officials are warning the window to contain the virus might already be closed.
We made a lot of the same mistakes that we made with COVID with this, having a very narrow case definition, not having enough testing. And while it's not going to explode because it's harder for this virus to spread, it's probably going to be persistent. You'll have this as a sort of a fact of life.
Health officials say up to 700,000 vaccines will be handed out to communities by the end of this month. Here in Wisconsin, there are currently 6 presumed cases across the state, at least 2 of those confirmed in Dane County. Testing turnaround time here is typically less than 24 hours on weekdays. The state is also able to provide vaccines to anyone who's had close contact with someone with either a probable or confirmed diagnosis. Still, experts here say the risk of catching it is quite low.
Families who lost loved ones in the Uvalde school massacre met this weekend with members of the Texas House Committee investigating the incident. The committee's 77-page report places some of the blame on several levels of law enforcement for their failure to act. Surveillance video from inside Robb Elementary School shows officers waiting 77 minutes before moving in to take the shooter out on May 24th. The new report finds there were 376 officers at the scene, but the group lacked clear leadership and basic communications, prioritizing their own safety.
Several officers in the hallway or in that building knew or should have known there was dying in that classroom, and they should have done more, acted with urgency, tried the door handles, tried to go in through the windows, tried to distract him.
The report also said the gunman fired about 100 rounds in the first 3 minutes, so it's likely many victims died quickly. The report also suggests some could have survived if they had not waited so long to be rescued. So far, much of the blame has been put on Uvalde School Police Chief Pete Arredondo for his role as incident commander. Investigators suggest that there were plenty of better trained and better equipped officers who could have and should have stepped up. If you'd like to read the report, including how the family of the shooting suspect could have stepped in and came forward earlier, you can find it on the Channel 3000 mobile app.
6:33 now. Let's turn it over to Chris Reese with your certified most accurate first warn weather. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, we're talking about some heat getting ready to move into the picture. Good morning, folks. We are gearing up for another hot week. Check this out. These are heat advisories. None of them are in Wisconsin, but they are close. Right along the St. Croix River, the Wisconsin-Minnesota border, you do have those heat advisories. But if I zoom things out, excessive heat warnings are in play for much of South Dakota. More excessive heat warnings for a large part of Oklahoma, and excessive heat watches into the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. So a lot of folks are going to be sweating it out this week, and it's already warm in some of these places. Glasgow, Montana at 70, 72 in Bismarck, 73 in Wichita. Denver is at 76. All this warm air, where you're warmer than you were 24 hours ago, is going to be expanding across the north and then kind of sinking southward as everyone begins to heat up this week. At the same time, notice the showers and thunderstorms really riding around that ridge. Check this out. You see the motion of the showers and thunderstorms over Montana and then how they start to move southward. We call that a ring of fire setup. Other people may call it a ridge rider. That's what's driving the showers of thunderstorms for us this morning. One lone thunderstorm to far north and western Wisconsin. Another severe thunderstorm coming out of Canada and into International Falls. But southern Wisconsin is dry. We are going to stay dry throughout today. The sun already up. Our temperature at 62 right now. We're going to warm things up in a pretty spectacular way later on this afternoon because we keep that sunshine around. 83 by lunchtime. 88 is going to be your high this afternoon. We'll cool it down to 70 overnight, but then tomorrow we're into the low 90s for those highs with a little bit more humidity tomorrow. I can't rule out a popcorn shower or thunderstorm moving in towards tomorrow afternoon. You factor in the humidity. The heat index this afternoon will be into the upper 90s. The heat index tomorrow afternoon into the upper 90s and low 100s. So a hot day is in store, but always think of how you can beat that heat. The light clothing, finding your cool spots, and if you need to, maybe even limit that time outside. But the most important thing I will tell you to do is hydrate. Drink plenty of water today, tomorrow, and all of this week because it's 85 Wednesday, 88 Thursday, and Friday. More chances for showers and thunderstorms by the upcoming weekend.
All right, Chris Reese, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. New this morning, the expanded use of drop boxes for mailed ballots during the 2020 election did not lead to any widespread problems. That's according to a new Associated Press survey of state elections officials across the country. Ballot boxes have been the target of conspiracy theories surrounding the last election. Just this month, Wisconsin State Supreme Court ruled they aren't allowed under state law. This new survey found they were safe and secure across the country, even in instances of vandalism, like when a ballot box was set on fire in Massachusetts. Election officials said the ballots there were salvageable.
A story now about the Mango Man. His cart, you may have seen it at outdoor events here in the Madison area. He says his business tries to serve more than just fruity food. Recently, it hasn't been all smiles, though, for the Mango Man. On July 8th, while on errands stocking up product, the Mango Man was involved in a serious car accident. First responders told him it was a miracle he survived. While the Mango Man was safe, his car and a lot of stuff for his business that were inside it were destroyed.
I started the GoFundMe as soon as I found out about his accident and saw the pictures of his totaled Yukon, knew that that wasn't good whatsoever. I knew he needed help, I knew he needed it now, and most importantly, I knew he would be too humble to ask for it himself.
So far, the GoFundMe for the Mango Man has raised nearly $24,000. It goes towards the simplest joys that the Mango Man wants to get back to.
Good food make people happy. That's my job, and I want to keep doing this as much as possible.
So glad to see folks coming together for him.
Love to see it.
Good story there. 6:37 now. In Indiana, 4 people are dead after a man armed with a rifle opened fire inside a mall. Police say just before 6, the gunman entered Greenwood Park Mall with a rifle and several rounds of ammunition. He then started randomly shooting people in the food court. 3 were killed, 2 others injured. Officers say an armed civilian shot the gunman and killed him. Investigators are still working on identifying the suspect and finding a motive for that shooting.
6:37. Taking a look at traffic this morning, we will take a look at the area and see if there are any slowdowns that could impact your morning commute. And get ready for a hot week, folks. Chris Reese is also looking at the chance for some thunderstorms.
And let's take a live look at a local event you can donate to help area kids learn lifelong skills.
Beautiful.
Sir
Surgenian's 92-year history means you pay $92 for installation no matter how many rooms you carpet. Get carpet and pad in your old carpet removed and recycled. Our competitors can't match it. Ask about 18-month financing. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
I'm Tim Michaels. Commanding the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was an honor beyond measure. America is a miracle of countless sacrifices from unknown patriots. Honoring that is our duty. But today, America is under attack by radicals trying to tear down everything that makes America great. This is a fight we cannot lose. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm running for governor to help save the America that those before saved for us.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Remember as a kid, if you could dream it, you could do it? Well, you still can. Now during the Ford Summer Supercharged Sales Event. And with great offers on select Ford vehicles. Just move on up. You'll not only bring back the fun, toward your destination, you'll supercharge it. Just move on up. So when the sun goes down, you'll just be getting started. Supercharge your summer today at your local Ford dealer.
For your annual eye exam.
Because I'm having trouble reading.
Exactly. They sort of make me feel
like I'm the most fabulous thing you've ever seen?
Exactly.
I'll take them.
As financial markets dive.
State of the economy right now is...
College savings accounts are taking big hits. Chris Stanford talks with financial experts for valuable advice on saving for college during these uncertain times. Eye on Education, tonight at 10. Concerts on the Square are back each Wednesday night through August 3rd. Enjoy a performance by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra with family and friends at this totally free event starting at 7 p.m. Learn more at wcoconcerts.org. You are watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, folks. We're just about an hour into a fundraiser in New Glarus this morning, benefiting charities across the state.
100 holes for 100 years. It's a summer-long fundraiser, but today's event is giving back specifically to kids in our backyard. Here to talk more about it is Brad Munn. He is a pro golfer who is doing so today, playing 100 holes in one day for the first tee of South Central Wisconsin. How many holes do you have in so far, Brad?
I just have 8 holes in.
It's going to be a long day.
Not bad.
Only 92 to go.
Oh, yeah, wait for the mowers, too.
So, Brad, talk to us a little bit about the first tee of South Central Wisconsin. That's what you're raising money for. We've been a proud sponsor for years, but a lot of folks don't know about all the good work you guys do.
Well, we're a youth development program using golf as a hook. We are at 9 different golf courses around southern Wisconsin, and then we do an after-school learning center throughout different areas of Madison during the school year.
Okay, it's going to be hot today, and you are committed to getting 100 holes in. So what's your plan to stay cool on a day like today?
Try to find as much shade as I can and a lot of Gatorade and water.
So for folks at home who might be watching, interested in donating, what's your pitch to them? What would you tell people who are on the fence here about giving back?
Well, our organization is all about trying to make people better. And we do use golf as a hook, but it's trying to get them prepared for life and try to get ready for the next step in their lives.
Well, good luck today. 92 holes to go.
We're rooting for you.
We are, and it's a great
92.
cause. We want to thank you for what you and all of your colleagues are doing to benefit such a great organization that really does give back to the community and sets our youth up for success. Really appreciate that.
You got it.
Brad, have a good one. 6:43 now. Chris Reese is here with your First Warn Weather. A little golf forecast for us. And some chances for severe weather this week, right, Chris?
Yeah, especially farther to the north. For us here in southern Wisconsin, we're staying clear. It's hot if you're going to be out on that golf course today. But I'll tell you, overall, we're dry as we go throughout the week. Here is where, there we go. We are looking at thunderstorms for you today. And this is going to be mainly along the United States-Canada border. You have the marginal, slight, and enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms today. That all stays to our north. Tomorrow, that slight risk, level 2 out of 5, starts to dip a little bit further to the south. Juneau, Adams, Green Lake, and Marquette counties are all included in that slight risk. Meanwhile, Madison, we're in the marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. Janesville is in the marginal risk, too. But Beloit is out of the threat for severe thunderstorms. So they're really going to be more so focused farther to our north. Again, I can't rule out a stray shower or thunderstorm tomorrow, but your better chance for stronger thunderstorms stays well to our north. If you want widespread rain, the best chance for that happens this weekend. I'm watching Saturday and Saturday night closely to see how things shake up.
Okay, Chris Reese, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just about 6:45 now. We're going to slow things down, see what's happening in the 608 this morning.
Josh Breiter has a real treat for you today. He takes us to a toy train barn museum in Argyle with surprises for train lovers of all ages.
We are in the 608 this morning checking out the Toy Train Barn in Argyle, and this is something to see. I want to bring in Buck and Jan Guthrie. This has been a project of over 20 years. A lot of family and friends helping you support you living your dream.
Yeah, we couldn't do that without the help. Yeah. We've had some really good friends, John Wire and Tom Moore and brothers and all that. People, hey, can you use this? Can you? And they save it. And please don't save me anything else. I'm full.
I would guess, obviously, this is very complex. You need to have the support to be able to be successful.
Yeah, and it's taken a while, but it's finally kicking off, and the community's a big support for us. And,
oh, yeah.
All around the area is just really, trying to promote this and keep us going, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
It's neat because we donate gift certificates into Argyle for stuff like that, and it helps them and helps us.
We have food drives in the fall with, before Christmas, we'll open up the doors and bring in food and come on in and see the train.
We've been doing that 21 years.
Yeah, that's been real big. It's been good.
You know, you guys have been married 43 years.
Yeah.
You know, talk a little bit about what it's like to have this sort of a life.
I love it.
I'm glad that Jan got involved with it because now she'll tell you that you can come see her trains. She'll let you see it.
So this is something you really hope to keep in the family too. Your son's kind of taken over.
Yeah, my son wants to keep it going. That's Dylan, and he's an engineer. He drives trains, and once he gets done, he would like to keep this continuing on, and I can't be any more happier over that. I think that's fantastic.
And you have people coming here from all over the place to see this.
We do, yeah. Geez, we've had them from Australia and Germany and France and Canada.
I had a newlywed couple come in. They were married that day and they came here.
For their honeymoon.
For their honeymoon.
Wow.
Mother's Day has been kind of interesting, too. When we got mothers that come here for what they want to do on Mother's Day.
That's fun.
That's unique.
That's great.
It's a great idea. So if people are interested in checking this place out, what do they need to know?
There's buttons you can push. You can make all these things go and run, and there's an I Spy game on the different layouts, so you can look for the different things. And then you get to listen to me and Jan.
And come in and be young. You know, come in and remember those memories and those trains, and even the women. There's my dollhouse back there. I had a lady this week, and she said she had one just like that. And it's the trains, but it's all this other stuff.
It's also kind of fun to watch an 80-year-old man turn into a little boy.
Yes, it is.
Living the dream, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for the tour. This is incredible stuff.
It's fun.
If you would like to learn more about the Toy Train Barn here in Argyle, I'll have details up on channel3000.com, including all of the hours and days that they are open. In the 608, Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
You just want to go so you can push that button.
Yeah. Lots of fun stuff to press and play with there, I'm sure. How about Jan and Buck?
Wow, goals.
I know, relationship goals, 80 years old, living out their dream.
Josh warned us last week that we would really enjoy them. That's a really special story there.
Certainly did.
Hey, you can find the Toy Train Barn off State Highway 81 in Argyle. All the details up on channel3000.com as well.
Go check it out. Go say hi to Buck and Jan for us. And don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
All right, it is 6:48 on your Monday. Coming up on the morning sprint, a Wisconsin DNR warden is on leave after he shot a UTV driver he accuses of assaulting him.
And if you've got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know and send us a picture so we can show it on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
$5,000 a year. That's the burden of Joe Biden's inflation tax on Wisconsin families. They can't afford it. From the grocery store to the gas station, we're all paying the price for Biden's massive deficit spending. Ron Johnson has the courage to say no to spending that is mortgaging our children's future. And his small business tax cuts help them compete and survive the pandemic.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
I've got some cheese curds that I'm willing to share. And I want to ride that giant slide over there. So if you've got 11 days to spare, won't you come with me to the Wisconsin State Fair? Won't you come with me to the Wisconsin? Great state of Wisconsin State Fair.
There's something for everyone. Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 4th through the 14th.
It seems wherever you call these days, nobody has what you need. There's a shortage of this, there's a shortage of that, but not here at Precision. Look around, we have thousands of parts in the warehouse to fix your garage door, so you don't have to wait.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
It's always time for Papa Murphy's. And now you can get any medium 2-topping pizza for just $6.99. Now that's meaty-yum. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of summer on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It was a dream. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but I knew that the passion was going to make it not seem like work. Dupaco was really there for me, helping me kind of gain financial literacy, everything from the business loan to setting up the LLC. Dupaco really was a great guide and a resource for me getting this whole entire project off the ground. There's been a couple of classes when I'll walk in, and especially when it's the busy room and I start to get choked up. Those are the days when it's like, this is what I was supposed to do.
What's so great about being a Pick and Save Boost member? Free delivery on the Pick and Save products you love, and more rewards like double fuel points. Boost by Pick and Save Fresh Perks, a new level of membership starting as low as $59 a year. Learn more at pickandsave.com.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The Republican National Convention voting to select Milwaukee as its host site for the 2024 RNC. The RNC's chairwoman still needs to finalize the decision, and Milwaukee would need to accept it, but it appears that will happen. Milwaukee beat out Nashville in the competition. You'll remember Democrats plan to hold their 2020 convention in Milwaukee, but COVID led to a small, mainly virtual version.
A Wisconsin DNR warden is on administrative leave this morning after shooting a person in a traffic stop Friday night. Officials from the Department of Justice said when the warden stopped a UTV in Lincoln County around 9:30, another UTV allegedly drove into the warden's squad car. and the first UTV. The warden shot that second driver after they allegedly got out and assaulted the warden. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
The DeForest man accused of stalking a former classmate and plotting to kill her and her family, pleading not guilty. 20-year-old Gabrielle Savage made the plea during an arraignment on Friday in Dane County Court. He's facing 6 felony charges, including 4 counts of attempted homicide, along with attempted sexual assault by use of a dangerous weapon.
The sentencing trial begins today for the gunman in the 2018 shooting massacre at Parkland, Florida High School. A jury will decide whether Nicholas Cruz should be executed or receive life without parole. Cruz pleaded guilty last October to first-degree murder. 17 people were killed, 17 others were wounded.
A man who worked as a youth pastor at a Madison church is guilty of 5 felony counts of sexual assault of a child. 63-year-old Glenn Uselman was charged with repeatedly abusing a girl from 1988 to 1992, starting when she was 12. Uselman worked at Calvary Gospel Church on the city's east side. The victim described his actions as grooming behavior. According to the complaint, the victim later married Uselman before they got divorced in 2006. Cam Smith, the winner of this year's British Open. He ended Sunday's competition at 20 under, trying the major championship scoring record. The golfer clinched his first major victory, the first Australian to win at St. Andrews since 1960.
Authorities say all 8 crew members on board a Ukrainian plane that crashed in northern Greece Saturday were killed. The plane was traveling from Serbia to Jordan when it crashed. According to the Serbian Minister of Defense, the plane was transporting Serbian military equipment to Bangladesh. Investigators believe the crash was caused by an engine fire, and search and rescue efforts, they continue to search the scene for the plane's black box.
Hertz Rental Car Company is facing dozens of lawsuits from customers claiming they were wrongly arrested and accused of stealing rental cars. 47 people in Delaware filed the lawsuit, saying the company falsely reported thefts. Plaintiffs say the practices have led to arrests at gunpoint and even jail time. In April, Hertz admitted several hundred people were impacted. They're extending settlement offers to claimants on a case-by-case basis.
The temperatures are mainly into the 60s as you begin to head out the door. Some of us still in the 50s this morning, but 60s are really taking shape. We're going to warm things up into the upper 80s for your highs later on this afternoon. And yes, it is going to be very humid out there too. Planning out the day, look for the sunshine sticking around for us. Tomorrow, we could see a stray shower or thunderstorm. We're going to be warmer tomorrow. Temperatures top out right around 91. 85 Wednesday, but 88 for Thursday and Friday. We could see more chances for some thunderstorms a little bit closer to the weekend.
Does my sunscreen really not work if it's expired?
It is way less effective to the point that it does not work.
Is that true?
And it expires in like a year, right?
Yeah. You need to buy a new sunscreen every year.
You've been warned.
Yep.
I'll check those today. I will. I think a lot of them are past due.
Have a great day, folks. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy that.